Arion, what's the biggest difference in you this year compared to this time last year?
Knowledge, and being a leader on the field, and being able to not only hold myself accountable, but hold everybody else accountable, and just play fast and free. I feel like that's my biggest thing, and just the speed of the game for me.
And when you say knowledge and you talk about fast and free, you feel like you're playing faster, like it's just instinct now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel like I can just go out there, get everybody set, ID formations, play recognition, and go play at this point.
Before the injury, kind of seemed like you were hitting your stride there, and then just what was that like going through that, not being able to play?
Obviously, it's a bummer. A minor setback for a major comeback. Obviously, just I was so grateful for having a great support staff, team, and teammates, a great athletic training staff to get me back to where I am now. If not back to where I am, I feel like I'm even better than where I was. And big kudos to them. I appreciate them so much, and I appreciate my teammates and family for supporting me not only physically but mentally throughout the way.
How tough was it to not be full go in the spring? You still did a lot, but to sit back and watch your teammates go when you couldn't?
It was real tough. Obviously, you want to be out there with the guys. You want to actually go through the grind, get better physically. But it was, in hindsight, a blessing because I was able to take mental reps and I was able to walk through different stuff and see it from a bird's eye view. And I feel like it was a blessing overall.
Did you feel like last year there was like an unnatural hesitation because you want to go fast, but you're learning sort of your role?
Oh, by far. A lot of times as a freshman, you're coming in, everything so fast, and you're worried about just what you're doing and not what's going on around you. Whereas now, I know what all 11 people do on the field, thanks to my coaches and teammates, and now I can just go play.
Do you feel like you and Keenan both being out at the same time bonded you guys closer together in a way that maybe wouldn't have happened if you were still playing out on the field?
Definitely, him being an older guy, me leaning on him leaning on me, being able to just be there for one another and be able to sit down in meeting rooms and be able to just pick each other's brain and feel for one another, not only knowing that we can't play at that time with specifically me, but being able to lean on each other and know that when it's time to go, we're able to play at our fastest because we're leaning on everybody in the room.
Arion, I guess, at what point last year did you get to your biggest weight, and then what are you at now?
My biggest weight was around a year at fall camp this last year. I was I was 240, and right now I'm around 225. And
Did you think that slowed you down? That's my point. Because it feels like you're smaller to get back to being more explosive.
Yes, sir. I feel like being at that weight, obviously I felt strong and I was able to physically be the part. But we're in a game now where you have to be able to run sideline to sideline. I have to be able to cover receivers, running backs, tight ends. So I feel like me being at a smaller weight, it's a big difference. It's like night and day for me.
Ange had a funny story where he says that he's noticed your car in the parking lot at like 11 o'clock at night. He's like, what's wrong with your car? And it's just you studying film. What do you think has led to the maybe linebacker room being more mature in how they prepare and how long they're preparing now?
Well, I think it starts with him with holding us accountable. He's a great coach. He wants to see us be the best every single day, day in and day out. And I took that to heart as far as being accountable. And like I said earlier, holding the other guys accountable and them holding us accountable as a team and as a group. And we know we have to drive the bus on defense and the team in general. So I feel like just us doing that, our IQ has skyrocketed from last year to this year. And I feel like we're just taking different steps along the way. And I feel like only way from here is up.
How much better do you feel being 15 pounds lighter? Did you already feel the difference this fall camp?
Oh yeah, I've had plenty of teammates tell me I look different, coaches. I just feel different. I feel a lot better. I feel more mobile and explosive. You could definitely feel a difference at that. And then not only that, like I said earlier, the injury was a blessing in hindsight because I had to drop weight. Well, naturally, with surgery, you're gonna drop weight. And I was able to put it on the right way. And I was able to, it made me go even harder with certain workouts. And I really took my diet into a different perspective. And I think with nutritionist helping me. Ethan, he's a great. Maggie and that whole staff being there for me throughout the way has led me to this point, and with the preparation of eating right, doing the right things, has got me to this point. I'm so grateful for them.
You talked about being able to know what everybody else on the defense is doing. Is that just countless hours in the film room, lots of late nights? Is that what that comes from, or has there been another key to you kind of increasing your knowledge that way?
Well, it really starts with getting as many people in the film room with me as I can. I'm so thankful for my teammates being able to take the time with me from my freshman year to now, and holding me accountable, me also holding them accountable to come and be like, hey, what do you do on this play? Or hey, in a certain scenario, what would you do in this? And be able to pick their brain and be able to take those down has led me to this point of being able to know what all 11 does at all times. And it's just me holding myself accountable, because being a linebacker, you got to know what everybody, but know what all 11 does. And you got to, a lot of times, especially with our offense, it's fast paced. Somebody might be out of a gap. I got to be able to fix that. So I feel like my teammates helping me along the way, and not only that, the countless hours of being in the film room day in and day out has led me to this point, and I have to get better, even better. There's always room for me to improve.
Coach Ennis talked about you staying late nights, and she asked you about that. What's the latest you've been here? Did you ever just have a night where you just were sitting in the zone watching film, where you look up and didn't realize it was as late as it was?
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. Nah, on a serious note, I've been, the latest I've been here is probably 12:30, and it's just because of the simple fact of when a coach gives me a proposition or gives me an assignment, I want to know it, I want to master it, and I want to be able to reciprocate it to him in the best way possible, because at the end of the day, it's holding myself accountable, and it's a pride thing for me of knowing what all 11 in myself is supposed to do at all times.
Do you think increasing your knowledge and obviously putting on the right weight is why Coach Ennis is now kind of describing you as a cheetah in that linebacker room as far as your speed goes, because you've been able to increase your knowledge as well?
I'm sorry, repeat the first part, I'm sorry.
Do you think in being able to increase your knowledge through that film study, putting on the right weight is why Coach Ennis is describing you as a cheetah?
By far, a lot of times you could be big and fast, but you could be big and fast running the wrong way. And in this game, you got to be able to be smart, along with the physical attributes as well. So I feel like just the 1,000 hours and countless days in and out of constant film has prepared me to be able to just play fast, and like I said earlier, play free.
How was it having Al Wilson here today?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I couldn't wait to talk to him. He actually came up to us, and I was kind of starstruck. I see this guy, 98 season, a dog, countless, fearless. He's just like somebody you want to emulate and be better than. You aspire to be better than, or be just at that standard that he brought to Tennessee. It was just great being able to pick his brain and really just be around him, greatness like that.
What was the most challenging part for you working your way back from the injury?
The mental part aspect of it, you have mental blocks of you having to reassure yourself that I'm fine. The injury is over with. It's been fixed. Let's go play. That was the biggest mental block. But at this point, full go, I feel great.
You lit up when Eric asked about Al. Who are some of the other guys that you try to model your game after?
Yeah, Draw Mayo. I feel like he played the game like how the game is supposed to be played. I've had plenty of, like, Coach Rob Ayers, who's here. He talks about him all the time, and he reminds me of how he was a born leader. Brung guys in the film room as I'm trying to do myself, and not only that, spend time with guys outside of the building, because it's team chemistry. The more chemistry you have, the better the team will be. So just picking his brain, and hopefully one day I get to actually speak with him and talk to him, but that's one of the guys that I really like to emulate and want to aspire to be like one day, if not better.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.